Hello good people, I'm going to talk about ionic compounds and the mole. In order to do so, I'm going to use magnesium chloride as an example. Based on the formula, magnesium chloride consists of one magnesium atom and two chlorine atoms. I want to track the number of atoms as I increase the number of magnesium chloride units. In particular, I'm going to look at what happens when I have 1, 2, a dozen, 2 dozen, a mole, and 2 mole of magnesium chlorides. If I have 1 unit of magnesium chloride, that is the same as saying 1 multiplied by 1 magnesium and 1 multiplied by 2 chlorines. So overall, in 1 unit of magnesium chloride, I have 1 magnesium atom and 2 chlorine atoms. When I have 2 units of magnesium chloride, I could say that I have 2 times 1 magnesium and 2 times 2 chlorines. Overall, that will give me 2 magnesium atoms and 4 chlorine atoms. What happens if I have a dozen magnesium chloride units? Well, recall that dozen stands for 12. This means that I will have 12 multiplied by 1 magnesium and 12 multiplied by 2 chlorines. That will give me a grand total of 12 magnesium atoms and 24 chlorine atoms. If I have 2 dozen of magnesium chloride units, well, then I could say 2 multiplied by 12, that is the 2 dozen, multiplied by 1 magnesium. And I would have 2 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 2 chlorines. This will result in 24 magnesium atoms and 48 chlorine atoms. Because 2 multiplied by 12 is 24, multiplied by 2 is 48. Alternatively, I could also say that I have 2 dozen of magnesium atoms and 4 dozen of chlorine atoms. Remember, dozen stands for 12. So 48 is same as 4 12s or 4 dozen chlorine atoms. We can use a similar approach when it comes to the mole. The mole stands for 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. This means that when I say that I have a mole of magnesium chloride units, I will have a mole multiplied by 1 magnesium and a mole multiplied by 2 chlorines. And so I could say that I have 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd magnesium atoms and 1.2044 multiplied by 10 to the 24th of chlorine atoms. Alternatively, I could say that I have 1 mole of magnesium atoms and 2 moles of chlorine atoms. Recall, just as dozen stands for 12 and 2 dozen stands for 24, so a mole stands for 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, and 2 moles, well, they stand for twice as much, which is 1.2044 times 10 to the 24th. All right, what happens if I have 2 moles of magnesium chloride units? I will have 2 multiplied by the mole, which is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, multiplied by 1 magnesium. And I will have 2 multiplied by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, multiplied by 2 chlorines. This would result in 1.2044 multiplied by 10 to the 24 magnesium atoms and 2.4088 multiplied by 10 to the 24th chlorine atoms. Alternatively, I could say that I have 2 moles of magnesium atoms and 4 4 moles of chlorine atoms. At the risk of repeating myself, a mole stands for 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. So if I have 2 moles of something, well, I will have twice as much. If I have 4 moles of something, well, I will have 4 times as much as that number. Yes, it is an awkward number, and initially it might help to think of it in terms of dozens. When you say dozen, you think of 12. When you say mole, well, you think of 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. That is all well and true. But where is the usual drawing of the mole, I hear you ask? Here it is. I hope it makes you happy. That is all for now, and I will see you on the flip side.